Alright, check this out. You guys are back on the Hater World and I'm Blue Devil. What we have going on today is a video of OG Percy talking about Quavo and Takeoff on how they checked in just to check out. But check this out. Before we get into that video, if you guys are new to the Hater World, make sure you go over, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, like the video, and most importantly, leave me a comment down below and let me know if you guys like what I'm doing or whether you don't. And salute to all my day ones. You guys already know, nothing but love. But check this out. Somebody sent me this video about OG Percy, and I guess he's talking about how the Amigos checked in, and all of a sudden, they were checked out. So let's get into this video with no further ado, and let's give you guys a Southsider's reaction. Let's go.
I seen the system.
Yeah.
I seen the system.
So supposedly he was at a dice game at a bowling alley with Rap-A-Lot and Jazz Prince, a few others.
What? You say Rap-A-Lot?
Yeah, it was with Rap-A-Lot.
Okay.
You know, Rap-A-Lot is one of those check-in communities for rappers. Rappers come check in and they have a good time.
I didn't know they checked in with Jay Prince. They had to. Okay.
Well, I don't know if you have to, but I know that
they
people
do.
want to.
They have a check.
If you have a relationship,
okay.
You know what I'm saying, and you coming to Houston and you want to have a good time.
Right.
They have in motion.
Check it out. I don't think the Migos checked in for safety purposes. I think they were invited to the party and they rolled up. They didn't bring their security because they're with the people that run the city. Listen, we all know that Rap-A-Lot, Jay Prince, Mobties, they run Houston as far as the music industry goes. We're not talking about anything beyond that, okay? We know that they run the city for music. And if the people that run the city are inviting you in, then you should feel safe at all times. Now, I don't feel that they checked in, but I do feel that they locked it in, right? As far as like, hey, I'm gonna be there this day. Make sure you lock me in, and everything's all good. And I can guarantee you that the Migos didn't bring security because they felt that they were at home with the homies, right? But that's what he means about checking in. I don't think they checked in out of fear. I don't think they checked in out of extortion. I just think that they were invited and they say, you know what, lock us in. You know, but some might call that a check-in. I don't. But let's see what else is going on.
Okay.
A lot of people check in with them.
Okay.
Well, Quavo and Takeoff checked in with Rap-A-Lot, and allegedly there was a shooting at a dice game where Quavo Takeoff was murdered. So if you're familiar with Amigos, you know Takeoff is the quiet one.
Right.
Don't say too much.
In the middle.
Yeah, he the one in the middle. He don't say too much.
Yeah.
He just kind of quiet. He's in his own lane. But he was killed. That's a big artist. It's not an up and coming artist.
Check it out. When we hear about people dying, it's usually an up and coming artist, somebody that's only been in the game for a few years, never nobody that's a legend or a star. Believe it or don't believe it, but the Migos are Hall of Fame. We don't have a Hall of Fame. There is no Hall of Fame for rap. I think there's a rock and roll Hall of Fame, but I don't think there's a hip hop Hall of Fame. But if there was one, the Migos would be there. They have had an impact on music like no other. Listen, but we're not talking about that. But what we are talking about is that he's a legend and he was killed. Now let me explain something to you. Maybe he wasn't the target. Maybe it wasn't meant for him. But he was there with the target. And when you're there with the target, you might as well be the target. So if I roll with my cousin, my homeboy, my friend, even my dad, and we go somewhere where motherfuckers want to get at me, if this guy's in the way, they're going to get him too. Why? Because he's with me, he represents me, he's part of me, he's rolling with me, whatever you want to call it. So regardless if it was for Takeoff or not, if it was meant for Quavo, it was meant for Takeoff. You know, because I guarantee you that if Quavo gets in a fist fight with somebody, Takeoff is going to jump in. That's the way it goes. You feel me? But it's a sad situation, but still, that's the way the game works. If somebody's getting beat down and Quavo jumps in, Takeoff is jumping in. If they're jumping Quavo, they're going to jump Takeoff. That's just the way that it works. So sometimes it might not be you, but it might be the people around you, but you will still fall victim to the shit they got going on. So beware of the people you keep around you. You feel me? But let's go.
They trying to step on my toes too. They trying to make me look, weak. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about killing a Main Street artist now. You right. He ain't up and coming. Shit, his time been due. Fuck you talking about? His time was past due. You say he checked in? So that means he was on somebody's watch. When you check in, niggas be standing checking in like goddamn me, what comes along with a check-in? Protection.
Security.
I mean, I thought that was the main reason you check in. Not to check out. Shit.
So check this out. Let's just say for the purposes of the video that the Migos did check in, right? They went to this party and they didn't bring security because somebody from the Prince family said, you don't need all that. You're rolling with us, right? Just say that's what happened. We don't know. We don't know. It's all allegations. He say, she say. But let's just say they checked in, right? They didn't bring security for whatever reasons, right? Now, if you're walking into a place that you need security, you know that something might pop off, right? If you're going somewhere and you bring security, it's because you think something might go bad. But if you don't bring security, that means that you feel safe. So if these fools got killed, in which Takeoff did, rest in peace, now that means that somebody disrespected J Prince. That means that somebody slapped J Prince. Tell me what I mean by that. All right. We all know he's a big dog, right? He's a big dog. He runs the show. And if he's the one that invited the Migos over, that means that their family, they're all good. They're the homies. Now, if somebody killed Takeoff, which they did, now it makes J Prince look bad. Therefore, it's like, I don't give a fuck, J Prince, of how you feel. I don't care if those are your homies. I don't care if you invited them. I don't care if they checked in. I got problems with them. Boom. That's a slap in the face to J Prince. So now something's got to happen. Something has to happen. Am I right or am I wrong? But I feel that's a slap in the face to J Prince. Unless he was in on it. If he was in on it, then fuck it. I don't think it matters. But if he was not in on it and they killed one of his guests without getting the okay from the top dog, then it becomes a problem. But let's go.
I'm a little off. On this one. But let me take off then. Boy, let me take off a little bit. Let me take off a little bit because I don't want to put on too much. Boys, you get what I'm saying? That's sad. Can I please express my opinion? There's somebody I already know what time it is.
Please.
My opinion is, how the fuck do you check in? And get killed on another nigga clock. Whoever clock he got killed on, matter of fact, I'm not gonna even speak on it. I don't do no dry snitching. But I did some dry looking. And the dry looking I did, I see about like 40 people invited to a party. You know what, do you know what the catch-22 is about this shit? Do you know when it's the system working? Because niggas get killed in the hood all motherfucking day, and I don't never see a fucking news. If a nigga got a news broadcast every time he got killed, the news will never go off. That bitch be on 24/7. This nigga get news. Because you know when the setup is real, they cover all fucking bases in the system. And the main base they cover is they ass. Who ass? We don't know, because ain't nobody been caught. Hello!
Listen. He said nobody been caught. OG Percy likes to ramble off a lot. I've noticed that about him. But somebody will be caught, and very soon. There's no way a legend like this will be murdered in 2022 without anybody being arrested. Now, listen, I'm from the streets, so at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what happens to him, right? But he will be arrested. There is too much technology out there. Too many people with cell phones. For somebody not to be arrested. Now, not only that, but now you have the whole Jay Prince bullshit, right? He gave an apology letter, and I want to read it. I want to read it to you guys. So let me find it real quick, and we'll read it, and then we'll call this a video. Alright? Give me a sec. Alright, check this out. So I found it, and it's long as fuck. I'm only going to read a little piece of it so we can see through the bullshit, okay? It goes like this. I've been knowing Takeoff, Quavo, and Offset for many years, and there has been nothing but mutual love for one another, and that ain't going to ever change whether we are concerned. This shouldn't have happened. This shouldn't have ever been in our city. This shouldn't have ever happened in our city. This shouldn't have been recorded and damn sure circulating across social media for friends and family to see. It's alright this listen, all that is mumbo jumbo. Okay? That's all PR. That's all to make him look good. Listen, I had a lot of respect for Jay Prince, only because I fuck with Master P very, very heavy. One of my biggest influences out there is Master P. And Master P really looks up to Jay Prince. But after this bullshit here, I've lost a lot of respect, and I'll tell you why. Regardless of them checking in with you or not, you are the top dog. You're out here barking Mobties is worldwide. You're out here acting and saying that Rap-A-Lot and Mobties run the city. Yet your own guest gets murked by somebody in the circle. Allegedly. Okay? That to me is bullshit and fucked up. And not because it was Takeoff or whoever it could have been, for the fact that you out here, you run the shit, and one of your workers disobeyed you. One of your workers said, you know what? I don't give a fuck. It ain't even Jay Prince. I don't give a fuck what he says. I'm going to do what I do. Just for that reason. Because if you had it sewed up, then guess what? Nobody would disobey any orders. These were your guests, bro. Under your roof. In your hands. On your watch. And they got killed. You know. That's fucked up because they walked up in there with no security at all. Because they felt safe. They felt home. And this is what happens to them. You know. So now it makes me reevaluate the whole check-in situation. It makes me reevaluate whether motherfuckers should check in or not. Because now you're checking in just to check out. And I could be wrong about all this. You know, I could be wrong. But from what we've gathered, what I mean gathered is other YouTubers and TMZ and the news, there's only two camps there. The Migos and Rap-A-Lot. You know. And they sort of already cross-referenced a friendly fire and came to find out that it was not friendly fire. So that only leaves one camp left. And from the video, it never seems like Rap-A-Lot was in danger. You know, I could have been mistaken. I'm only speaking of what I've seen in front of me. You know. So, we're yet to see what's going to happen. I can't guarantee you that somebody will go to jail. But as far as checking in, I'm going to have to reevaluate that. Because I figured for a while that checking in was a good thing. You check in with the natives, you make sure you're safe, and you know what? You get back home in one piece. But now motherfuckers are checking in just to check out. Regardless if Quavo had an altercation with anybody from Rap-A-Lot, regardless, the farthest that it should have went was knuckle up. The heats should have never been pulled. Regardless, bro. The heats should have never been pulled. If they had an argument, you know, somebody should have been there to step in and say, you know what? Cut the bullshit. We're all homeboys here. But check this out. If you guys really feel that way, let's go to the back, knuckle up. It's over. Shake hands. We back to business. We all family. So I feel that it goes deeper than this. It's got to go deeper than this. Jealousy. If you ask me, it's jealousy. Jealousy. But check this out. I'm gonna kill this video. I'm gonna kill this video where it lay and call it a day. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Once again, this video was sent to me, requested through Instagram DM. Everything that was said here is allegedly. Nothing is factual. I'm just going based off of what I'm watching and looking at in front of me. And other than that, I'm Blue Devil. This has been a Hater World production, and we out.